guys, welcome back to Living Lightly. Today we're going to be doing some active stretching, so grab a mat, hop into something comfy, and let's get started. So either crossing your legs or maybe bringing your feet out in front of you, like I said, whatever's comfortable for you. We're just going to sit up nice and tall. We're going to tune in, be present in this moment. So I want to encourage you to close your eyes here, lifting up tall through the torso, stacking our heart, our head, our pelvis. Just focusing on our breath here. Starting to deepen our inhale and lengthen our exhale. Maybe starting to tap into that breath that's out loud. Letting go of the to-do list, being present in this moment, committing to this moment. One more deep breath in, and then exhale. We're going to sigh it out here, so I want you to inhale deep, and then sigh it out. Start to let go of whatever it is you're holding on to. We're just going to do 3 of these. So let's inhale, exhale, sigh. One more. Let's reach our arms up overhead. Big reach, lengthening through and wiggling the fingertips. And then exhaling, hands down. We're going to bring our chin to our chest here. Exhaling the shoulders away from the ears. Just breathing into the back of our neck here. We're going to gently bring our right ear over right shoulder, really reaching that left arm away here. We're just going to breathe on this right side. We're inhaling. Exhale, we're going to take it to the other side, left ear over left shoulder, really reaching that right arm away, stretching through the side of the neck, breathing deep. We're going to start to draw circles with the nose here. Just nice big circles, opening up the throat, stretching out the neck, shoulders, the traps. And whenever you're ready, reverse that circle. I like to close my eyes here so I don't get dizzy. Alright, then we're going to come back to center, chin to chest, and then lift our head up, gently stacking our head, our heart, and our pelvis here. Let's reach the arms up overhead, big inhale. And then exhale, we're going to drop our left palm, really reaching our right arm up and over. We're going to pull that right shoulder back. Try to keep both hips on the floor here. If you want to, you can walk your fingertips out for a deeper stretch, wherever you're at this morning. Or afternoon, whatever you're watching. Take a breath. Inhale. And then exhale, coming back to center, reaching the arms up overhead, really reaching it up. Inhale. And then exhale, dropping our right palm, reaching our left arm up and over. Lengthening through the side body. Again, you can walk those fingertips out for a deeper stretch. Let's do one more big breath in. And then exhale, back to center. We're going to interlace our palms, our fingers in front of us. We're going to press our palms forward as we lean forward. Inhale. Forward, up and back, and then exhale, floating our fingertips down. Interlacing, inhale, press it forward, up and back, and then exhale, release. Inhale, reaching a little further each time, opening up our shoulders. Keep going, big reach, inhale, and exhale. One more. Reach it forward, up, and back, and then exhale. We're going to reach our arms up overhead. Inhale. And then we're going to exhale. Bring our left palm to our right knee, reaching our right fingertips back, gently looking over our right shoulder, coming into this twist. I want to encourage you, just allow your breath to take you further here. We don't want to ridge into this twist, but gently coming into this twist. Traveling deeper with each breath. One more deep inhale. And then exhale, back to center. We're going to inhale the arms up overhead. And then exhale, bringing our right palm to our left knee, reaching our left fingertips back and looking over our left shoulder. So stacking our heart, our head, our pelvis here. Gently coming into this twist. One more deep inhale, and then exhale, coming back to center. We're going to inhale it up, reach it up, and then exhale, we're going to dive it forward into a tabletop position, cat-cow here. So we're stacking our wrists, our shoulders, our knees are in line with our hips. We're just going to drop the belly, inhale, and then exhale, we're going to tuck our pelvis, pressing away from our yoga mat, rounding through the spine. Inhale, drop the belly. And then exhale. Following your breath here. If it feels good for you, finding some movement. You can bump the hips side to side. You can shift back and forward. Just working through any kinks we may have in the muscles. Back and forth. Rounding through. Inhale, dropping the belly, lifting the chin, heart. Exhale, round through. We're going to do one more. Inhale, dropping the belly. And then exhale, tucking it under, pressing away. Alright, then coming back to neutral. We're going to check in with our core here. So we're going to press into the tops of our feet, just lifting our knees and hovering here for just 2 or 3 breaths. Inhale, and exhale, inhale, exhale, one more, inhale, and exhale. All right, let's drop the knees. We're going to walk our fingertips in front of us just a little bit, curling our toes under. We're going to send our hips up and back for downward facing dog. Pressing up out of our hands. Let's pedal it out here to start. Just rolling through that foot. Getting out all the pops that we need to. Maybe coming onto our tiptoes. And then sending our heels back. If your heels don't touch the mat, that is okay. So our shoulders are spiraling out just slightly. We're lifting our hips up high. Tuning into that breath. Inhale and exhale. We're going to look forward and go for a slow walk to meet our hands coming into this forward fold. Bending our knees as much as we need to here, starting out. Maybe rocking side to side if it feels good for you. You can nod the head yes, shake the head no, just allowing our spine to decompress here. A nice gentle stretch in our hamstrings. We're going to bend our knees, tuck our hips under and around the spine, stacking one vertebrae at a time. And when we get to the top, we're going to loop the shoulders back, opening up our palms, coming into this mountain pose. So it may look like we're just standing here, but this is a strong pose here. We want to lift our heart up, sinking into our foundation. Let's inhale, we're gonna reach the arms up overhead. And then exhale, we're gonna dive it forward, forward fold. Inhale, let's halfway lift. You can bring your fingertips to the mat, your shins, or the tops of your thighs. We're just going to really lengthen the spine here. Inhale, and exhale, forward fold. Let's plant the palms. We're going to step back into plank. Anytime we're in plank, feel free to drop down onto your knees if you need to. And we're going to slowly lower down onto the belly here. Coming onto the tops of our feet, let's loop our shoulders. Inhale, lifting our heart up. And then exhale, back down. We're going to make our way into downward facing dog. So if you want to first, you can press it up to tabletop and repeat what we did earlier by curling the toes under and then lifting the hips up. Breathing here. Let's inhale and then exhale. We're going to repeat that slow walk back to that forward fold. Inhale. Exhale here. We're going to gently bend the knees, tuck the hips under and around through the spine. Stacking one vertebrae at a time, looping the shoulders when we get here. It's mountain pose. Alright, we're going to repeat that a couple times just to heat up the body, to warm up the body. Let's inhale, reach the arms up overhead. And then exhale, coming down to this forward fold. Inhale, lifting up halfway, your version. And then exhale, forward fold. We're going to plant the palms, gently step back into plank. Again, feel free to drop down onto your knees if you ever need to. We're going to hug the elbows in and slowly lower down onto our belly. Coming onto the tops of our feet. Let's loop the shoulders. We're just going to lift the heart up, this baby cobra. Inhale and exhale, lowering back down, pressing up into tabletop, curling the back toes under. Let's lift the hips up and back for downward facing dog. Alright, we're going to pick up our pace each time. Let's inhale, look it forward. And then exhale, we're going to repeat that walk back to forward fold. Bending our knees, tucking our hips under, rounding through the spine, and looping our shoulders when we get here. Mountain pose. Inhale, reach it up. And then exhale, diving forward, forward fold. Inhale, deep breath, halfway lift. And then exhale, forward fold. Let's plant the palms, step it back into plank. And we're going to slowly lower down onto the belly. You have some options here to repeat that baby cobra. Or if you want to, if you feel ready, you can loop the shoulders and press it up into cobra here. Lifting the chest. And then exhale, we're going to take it back to downward facing dog. Let's inhale in. Exhale, walk it up to that forward fold. Bending the knees, inhale, spiraling the shoulders open. And we're going to exhale our hands to our heart now. We do this a couple more times, heating up the body. Let's inhale, spiraling the shoulders open. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, really lengthening through the spine here. And exhale, forward fold. Planting our palms, let's step it back into that plank. Again, feel free to lower down onto your knees. We're going to lower down onto our belly, coming onto the tops of our feet, coming into baby cobra or cobra. And then let's exhale, curling the back toes under, downward facing dog. Let's look forward, walk it up to meet our hands, forward fold. Inhale, spiral the shoulders open, really reach it up. And then exhale, our hands to heart. Really reaching our heart towards our thumbs towards our heart here. Inhale, reach it up, breathe this one more time. And then exhale it forward. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, forward fold. We're going to plant our palms, step it back into plank. You know the drill. Let's lower down, hugging the elbows in, looping the shoulders, lifting up to cobra or baby cobra here. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Pedaling it out. Once you plant your left heel, we're going to reach our right leg up Really reaching through that foot, lengthening the leg. Inhale. And then exhale, we're going to bend that knee, hugging it in towards our chest, checking in with our core here. Inhale. And then exhale, planting that foot in front. We're going to pivot on our back foot here. So lining up our front heel, our right heel, and our left arch. Still facing our right foot, being squared to the head of our mat. We're going to inhale in, finding our foundation, coming into this warrior one. So we're going to bend through that front knee. Our hips are going to be at a slight angle here. We have our toes, our right toes facing the head of our mat, and then our left toes are facing the side of our mat here. We're going to reach our arms up overhead. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, we're going to bring our arms down, interlacing our fingers behind us, opening up our chest here. Inhale, and then exhale, we're going to lean it forward. So this is a strengthening pose. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, humble warrior. This is a really tough pose. Keep going. You can always hold this warrior one if you prefer. Inhale, and exhale. Forward. Inhale. We're going to gently release the hands, reaching it up overhead. We're going to pick up that back heel and pivot into a high lunge. So then you may need to take a couple of steps, adjust your footing wherever you're at. Inhale. Really reaching the fingers up overhead, and then exhale, we're going to step that back foot up to meet the front. So if you don't get there in one step, that's okay. You can hop it up, take as many steps as you need to. We're going to inhale the arms up, bringing the feet together, and then exhale, sending the hips back into this chair pose. Okay, great. So let's lift the arms up overhead, really reaching through, and then exhale, forward fold. We're going to plant the palms, step it back into that plank, and lower down onto the belly. Looping our shoulders, lifting up, inhale, or cobra or baby cobra. And then exhale, we're taking it back to downward facing dog. Pedaling feet, we're going to do the same thing on the other side. Let's plant our right heel. Inhale, the left leg up to the sky. Pressing up out of our fingers, out of our palms. Inhale. And then exhale, we're going to bend that knee, coming through center, hovering here for just one breath. Inhale. And then exhale, stepping the left foot up. We're going to pivot on that back foot. So if you need to adjust your footing, feel free to do so. Again, we're lining up the front heel to the back arch. When you find your foundation, we're going to bend that front knee, lift the arms up overhead. Inhale. And then exhale, the arms back, interlacing our palms. Fingers behind us, opening up to the chest. Feel free to stay here if you'd like, or if you want to go into that humble warrior, we're going to go in it together. Let's inhale, and then exhale, bringing the chest down towards that front knee. Inhale, pressing up through the heel to come up, and exhale. One more. Inhale, pressing up through the heel, and exhale, taking it forward. Inhale, we're going to gently lift it up, release the palms, reach the arms up overhead. We're going to lift the back heel and pivot onto that high lunge. So we're on the ball of our back foot here. If you need to adjust your footing, feel free to do so. Inhale, reaching through the fingertips, and then exhale, we're going to step that back foot up to meet the front, bringing our feet together. Again, if you don't make it in one step, that's okay. Take as many as you need. Inhale, arms up, and then exhale, sinking the hips down low. Coming into this chair pose, strengthening our legs here. Let's inhale the arms up, reaching through, and then exhale, forward fold. Woo. Shake out the legs here. We're going to plant the palms, stepping it back into plank, going for that reset. We're going to lower down if you want to. You can hover here and come to up dog if that feels comfortable for you. So we're going to lift up. Our thighs are off the mat. Inhale, and then exhale. We're going to bring the big toes together, stepping our knees as wide as the mat, sending it back into this child's pose. So stretching out our hips, sending our hips towards our heels here, really reaching through the fingers, active arms, breathing deep here. So we started to heat up the body. We're going to continue to do so. We get a little break here. Inhale in, and exhale. We're going to lift it back to tabletop, bringing our our wrists in line with our shoulders, curling the back toes under, and we're going to send it back to downward facing dog. Pedaling the feet here. Let's plant the left heel, reaching the right leg up to the sky. Inhale, and then exhale. Bringing that knee to center. One breath here, hovering. Inhale, and then exhale, stepping that right foot up. We're going to pivot our back foot here, and we're going to spiral the shoulders open, coming into warrior two. So now we're facing the side of our mat. Again, our front heel is in line with our back arch, reaching through the fingertips. We're going to bend that front knee, reach it, opening up the chest. This strong pose. Inhale and exhale. We're going to inhale, reaching that right arm forward, up, and back for this reverse warrior. Pulling our thumb back, opening up that side body. Inhale. Exhale. Back to warrior two. We're going to go into an extended angle. So we're going to inhale, dropping the elbow towards the knee. We're going to reach it down to come up, really lengthening through the side. Reaching our fingertips forward, pulling our shoulder back, and allowing our head to stay stacked in line with our neck. We don't want to drop our head here, but really finding some integrity in our neck. Inhale, and then exhale, back to that warrior two. We're going to pivot on our right foot so that our feet are squared to the side of our mat. We might heel toe the feet in just a little bit here. Toes are going to face out. We're going to send the hips down, reaching the arms up overhead for this horse pose. So this strong pose here, strengthening the legs. We're going to lift it up and down, lower. Little pulse here. Let's inhale, reaching the arms up, and then exhale, sinking low. So we're going to go a little deeper. Inhale, and then exhale, sinking low. One more, inhale, and then exhale, sinking low. Now we're going to pivot on our left foot so that our left toes are facing the back of our mat. We're going to pivot on our right foot so that our right arch is in line with our left heel. So we're doing warrior two on the other side. Reaching through the fingertips. Let's inhale, reach it forward, up and back. Let's reverse warrior. Deep breaths. Inhale. Exhale, coming back to that warrior two on the other side. We're going to drop our elbow down onto that knee, reaching that right arm down to come up, opening up the chest for this extended side angle. Again, finding some integrity in that neck, reaching our thumb back. Deep breaths. Let's inhale, and then exhale, back to that warrior two. We're going to pivot on our right foot, coming into this high lunge, facing the back of our mat. Inhale, and then exhale. We're going to dive it forward, planting our palms, stepping that foot back into plank. And we're going to go for that reset. So if you need to, drop down onto your knees, hugging our elbows in, either lowering all the way to the belly or lifting up to up dog, cobra, whatever you're comfortable with. Inhale, and then exhale, sending it back with downward facing dog. We're going to plant our right heel. Let's lift our left leg up to the sky, really lengthening through that leg. Inhale, and then exhale, bending that knee. We're going to bring it forward, hugging that left knee in towards our chest. Inhale in, and then exhale, planting that left foot. We're going to pivot on our back foot, so lining up our left heel and our right arch. Let's spiral the shoulders open, coming into this warrior two on the other side. Really reaching through the fingertips, pulling the pinkies back, sinking into that front knee. We're going to be mindful that our knee doesn't go past our toes here. So if you need to make some adjustments, make some adjustments. Let's inhale, reach it forward, up and back, reverse warrior. Spiraling the heart open. Inhale, and exhale, warrior two. We're going to go to that extended side angle, so dropping our elbow down, reaching our right arm down to come up. We want to lift up out of that shoulder here, so we want to sink down, but really press up. Reaching our thumb back, opening up our heart. Inhale, and exhale, warrior two, sinking low, finding that strength in this pose. We're going to pivot on our back foot, coming back into that horse pose. If you need to, you can heel toe the feet in a little closer. Let's inhale, reaching the arms up, And then sinking down into this horse pose. Strong pose here. Couple breaths here. Let's gently pulse into this pose, strengthening the legs. Let's inhale, reaching the arms up, straightening through the legs. Exhale, sink it low. Inhale, exhale, pressing into the heels. One more, inhale, and exhale, sinking low. All right, we're gonna pivot on that left foot, pivoting on our right foot as well. So that way our right heel is in line with our left arch, coming into this warrior two on the other side. Let's inhale, reaching it forward, up and back, reverse warrior. Inhale, deep breath here, reaching the thumb back, bending that front knee. Inhale, and then exhale, warrior two. We're gonna plant our elbow on our knee. Let's reach it down to come up. Extended side angle here again, finding some integrity in that neck. Breathing deep, feeling the stretch down the side body. Inhale, and then exhale. Come back to that warrior two. Finding strength in this pose. Let's reach our fingertips back, opening up the chest. Inhale, and then exhale. We're gonna pivot on our back foot, finding our balance. This high lunge on the other side. Inhale, and then exhale, coming down, planting our palms. We're gonna step it back into that plank, going for that reset, that chaturanga, lowering down either halfway or all the way, and then we're lifting up. Inhale, and then exhale. We're gonna bring the big toes together, stepping the feet or the knees as wide as the mat, and sending it back into this extended child's pose. Breathing here. Plant the left palm. Let's reach the right arm up overhead. Inhale. And then exhale. We're going to thread it through under our armpit chest, coming onto our right ear here. This gentle spinal twist. This nice shoulder stretch. Breathing deep. Deep inhale in. And then exhale, we're going to switch our palms, reaching our right arm forward, our left arm up overhead, big reach. And then exhale, reaching that left arm under our right armpit chest, coming onto our left ear. Deep breaths. Inhale in. And then exhale, back to center. One more breath here. Inhale. And then exhale. We're going to come into that tabletop position. Curling our toes under, stepping our palms forward. We're going to lift it up to downward facing dog. We have one more flow sequence. It's going to heat up the body, challenge our balance. Let's plant our left heel, reaching our left leg or our right leg up to the sky. Inhale. Bending that right knee. Exhaling as we come through. Holding for one breath here. Really lifting that knee up. Inhale. And then exhale, swinging through. We're going to pivot on our back foot here. We're going to spiral the shoulders open, coming into this warrior two. Inhale. We're going to straighten through this front leg. We're going to gently tilt it over, so bumping our hips back to the back of our mat. You need to have a slight micro bend in that front leg. We're going to tilt it forward, coming into this triangle pose. So opening up the chest here. You can stay here, bringing the back of your hand to your shin, or if you'd rather, you can bring your fingertips onto the ground. Again, maybe having a slight micro bend in that knee if it feels good for you. Inhale, and then exhale. Coming back up, we're going to do a reverse triangle. So we're going to gently tilt it back, reaching the fingertips back. So straightening through that front leg, just feel a nice stretch down the side body. Inhale. And then exhale, back to center. We're going to challenge our balance here. We're going to bend that front knee. We're going to plant our right palm. We're going to come into a half moon pose. So I will just be honest, this is tough for me too. We're going to try to lift that back leg. So if we need to step it up a couple times, we're going to straighten through that front leg, challenging our balance, like I said. Woo. Just check in, try it. We're going to lift that back leg, opening up our chest, stacking our wrist and our shoulder here. If you don't get it, that's okay. Just want to encourage you to try it. Try new things, right? Inhale. And then exhale, gently coming down, planting the palm. And we're going to cartwheel it down, pivoting on that back foot, planting our palms, step it back into plank, and then exhale, going through that reset. Inhale, lift it up, and then exhale, downward facing dog. So I know that half moon is challenging, it is for me too, but I just want to encourage you to try it. Give yourself the freedom to fall out of it, to fail. It's okay. Let's plant that right heel. We're going to do the same thing on the other side, lifting our left leg up, and then exhale, pulling it through center. One breath here, inhale, and then exhale, planting that left heel, left foot. We're going to pivot on our back foot and spiraling the shoulders open into this warrior two first. Then we're going to straighten through the front leg, coming into that triangle first. We're going to bump our hips back, and we're going to gently tilt it forward. So I want to encourage you to have that micro bend in our front knee, opening up the chest here, really strengthening our core. Again, if you want to, feel free to drop down onto your fingertips. Inhale in, and then exhale, back up. We're going to go to that reverse triangle, reaching our fingertips forward, up and back, really lengthening through the side body. Inhale, exhale, coming back to center. We're going to bend that front knee. We're going to reach our fingertips down towards the mat, still reaching our right arm up towards the sky. Feel free to hop that back foot up until you feel comfortable. If you want to just try lifting it up off the mat and then tapping it back down, do that. If you want to, you can lift up, try to stack that wrist, that shoulder. And again, if you fall out of it, that's okay. Inhale in. One more breath here. Inhale. And then exhale. We're going to gently plant that foot down. Coming back into this warrior two. And then we're going to spiral it down, cartwheel it down. Planting our palms here, stepping it back, and going through that reset one more time. Hugging our elbows in, lowering down either all the way to the belly or coming up to that up dog. Inhale. And then exhale, we're going to bring our knees together. We're going to send our hips back into this child's pose, so really rounding through the spine, reaching the fingertips forward. And if it feels comfortable for you, you can bring the forehead to the mat and reach the fingertips back towards the heels, allowing the shoulders just to round forward here. Breathing deep. We're going to start to cool off the body. We heat it up. We've worked it here. Breathing deep. Couple breaths. Inhale. And exhale. We're going to gently round through the spine. Lifting it up here. Coming into the seated position. If this is not comfortable for your knees, you can go ahead and meet us in a tabletop position. This is just a gentle stretch for our knees, for the tops of our feet. Let's inhale in. And then exhale. We're going to dive it forward, coming into this tabletop position, stepping our knees in line with our hips, our wrists in line with our shoulders here. We're going to do what's called cow's pose or cow's legs. So we're going to reach our right knee up, and we're going to cross it over our left knee here. We're going to send the hips back, so if you need to, stepping the feet out. I'm going to show you from the front. It's kind of a hard pose to get into. So essentially, I'll show you from the front. Okay, switch over here. We're going to stack the knees forward, reaching our feet out. If this is not comfortable for you, you can come into half lotus here, or you can bring one foot in front of the other in the seated position. Whatever's comfortable for you. If you're in this cow's pose, again, we're stacking the knees, we're opening up the hips. This is a deep hip stretch here. Just going to loop the shoulders up wherever you're at. Inhale. And then exhale. We're going to gently lean it forward. Maybe you bring the chin to the chest. Seeing how that feels on the shoulders, the neck. Tuning in with our breath. gently unravel, coming back into that tabletop position. That's the easiest way for you to get into this pose. I'm going to do it facing you first. We're going to inhale our left knee up, crossing it over, and then gently walking the fingertips back, sending it back into this cow's pose. Or again, you can go into that half lotus by bringing the heel on top of the knee, or if you'd rather, bringing that foot in front of the other here and gently leaning into it. We're just going for that hip opener wherever you're at, whatever level you're at. You want to take and bring your palms to the soles of your feet here. We're going to lift up tall, inhale, and then gently lean it forward, maybe bringing the chin to the chest. So we want to bring the shoulders down and away from our ears here. Just feeling the stretch in our hips, in our shoulders. Inhale in. And exhale, we're going to gently unravel. Coming to the seated position, we're going to check in with our core just a little bit more. One more pose here. We're going to come into a boat pose, where I'm going to show you some modifications, some different variations that you can take. We're going to gently bring our palms to the backs of our thighs here. We can lean back, opening up the chest, lifting up tall. So this is your first option here. We're just checking in with the core, engaging our abdominals. You can lift the toes up, coming in to this boat pose. You can reach your fingers forward. Here, of course, you can tap your toes down, so reaching your arms forward. Whatever feels comfortable for you. Your arms on the back of your thighs, I'm not cheating. Just lifting up tall to the spine. You can straighten through the legs if you'd like to. Maybe trying that, that's the toughest variation here. You can bring the arms up overhead, wherever you're at if you want to. You can straighten the legs, lower back down. Inhale, exhale. So tuning in with our breath. One more breath, inhale. And then exhale. We're going to hug our knees in towards our chest, holding on to the backs of our thighs here, and we go for a little rock. If it feels good for you, maybe you take a couple of rocks here. Maybe you just meet us on your back, massaging through the spine. And then whenever you're ready, we're all going to come down onto our back, hugging our knees in towards our chest, gently rocking side to side, giving our back a little massage. Alright, we're going to bring our hips and our knees in line here, getting to this tabletop position with our legs. We're going to reach our arms up overhead, and then we're going to exhale our elbows out side to side, coming in to this cactus arm variation here. We're going to inhale in and gently bring our knees to one side as slow as we can, dropping our knees over, coming to the spinal twist. We're going to breathe here. So we're opening up the chest with our upper body. I want you to tune in with your breath here. Staying present for these last few moments. Inhale. And then exhale. We're going to come back to center. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. So if you need to adjust, go ahead and feel free to do so. Let's inhale in. And then exhale, gently lowering our knees down to the other side. Try to keep our shoulders on the mat here. Breathing deep into this spinal twist. Inhale in, and then exhale. We're going to bring our knees back to center. We're going to lift our arms up, grabbing onto the outsides of our feet, bringing our knees on either side of our chest for this happy baby pose. Just opening up the hips. Maybe rocking side to side if it feels good. If you want to, you can straighten through one leg and the other, just finding some movement, finding what feels good for you today. Whatever you need, tuning into your body. That's one thing that I love about yoga, is it helps us with our body awareness. Just breathing, opening up our hips. Getting straightened through one leg and the other. Trying to send our hips down, opening up, feeling that gentle stretch in our hip flexors. Inhale, we're going to bring the knees together here. And then exhale, we're going to bring our nose towards our knee. Coming into this ball position. Inhale in. And then exhale, we're going to extend our left leg out. So hugging in this right knee. And then we're going to gently lower down, hugging our right knee in towards our chest. Let's extend that right leg up overhead, grabbing onto the back of your thigh here, or the back of your calf. You should point and flex that foot. Just getting a nice gentle stretch in our hamstring. Inhale in, and then exhale, we're going to bend that knee, hugging it in towards our chest. Let's lift our shoulders up off the mat. Inhale. And then exhale, we're going to lift our left leg and switch. So hugging onto our left knee, extending our right leg out. Inhale. And then exhale, lowering down. Hugging that left knee in towards the chest. Let's extend that left leg, either grabbing onto the back of our thigh or reaching towards our leg. Or you can grab onto your calf. But you just point and flex that foot, allowing the blood to flow in the opposite direction here. So breathing deep. We're going to hug that knee in, inhale. And then exhale, lifting up one more time. Hugging both knees in, inhale. And then exhale. We're going to bring the soles of our feet down onto our mat. We're going to walk our feet out as wide as our mat. We're going to try to keep our shoulders on the mat here. We're going to gently windshield wiper the knees one way and then the other. Going at your pace, whatever feels good for you. You want to take those cactus arms or extend your arms out. Just hang it back and forth. One more each side. Then we're going to gently heel toe the feet back together and extend our legs out. Coming into this final pose, if you have any more stretches that you would like to do that you feel like your body needs, feel free to do so. If you want to take a bridge or a plow pose, whatever your body's needing, just to tune into that, feel that. But whenever you're ready, we're going to get out all our wiggles. So let's maybe walk the feet side to side. We're going to inhale the arms up overhead, really reaching through the fingertips, reaching through the toes, lengthening the body here. Deep inhale, and then exhale. We're going to float the palms down, coming into this last pose, this last position. Just gonna snuggle your shoulder blades down together underneath you. We're going to flip our palms up. Coming into this last pose, this Shavasana. After you have found a comfortable position for you, you should find a place of stillness. Just tuning in, seeing how our flow today has made your body feel. I want you to relax your forehead, relax your jaw. Just allowing your body Just sink into the mat. Letting our breath come back to its natural rhythm. I want you to fight to stay present these last few moments that we have. If anything, this is one of the most important parts of our flow, our practice that we do. Just this mindfulness, this meditation, this stillness. So often we're just running. We don't get a lot of stillness in our day. So I want you to try to be present in this moment. Maybe taking this time to reflect, to thank God for all of our blessings, maybe spending this time in prayer. We're just being present in this moment. Dear Heavenly Father, thank you just so much for this day. Thank you for this opportunity that we have to come together to move our bodies, take care of the body that you've given us, Lord. Thank you, Jesus, for the sacrifice that you made for us, the ultimate example of love, that true love that we've been discussing. God, I ask that you would just fill us with your love, that we would know your love more and more, that our love for you would grow. And if anyone does not know that true love, I ask that you would just meet them where they're at. Remind them that you have taken all of their mistakes, their sin, and you've paid the penalty for it. That you love them so, so much, unconditionally. There's nothing that they could do to make you love them more or less. I ask that we would share that true love with others. That we would have the courage, the confidence to show others that love, to share with them what you've done for us. Thank you for who you are, how you love us, and all of the blessings that we have. So I hope that you enjoyed that active stretching session. If you have any questions about what we talked about, what I discussed about Jesus and that sacrifice, feel free to shoot me a message or comment down below. I'd love to talk more about it with you. Until then, I hope you have a wonderful day. And as always, remember to keep living lightly.